Sheila Ray, the Brave by Kevin Henkes. On this channel, you'll find several other books by the author Kevin Henkes. Author Kevin Henkes likes to use mice as the characters in his book. And you'll see that Sheila Ray is a mouse, but she has the characteristics of a person. This is called personification because she wears clothes and she can talk and walk like a person would. The title of this story is Sheila Ray, the Brave. What does brave mean? Brave means that even when something is scary, you can go ahead and do it anyway. Some people think brave means never being scared, but everyone's scared sometimes. At the beginning of this book, Sheila thinks that she's the only one that's brave, and she calls her sister Louise a scaredy cat. Let's find out what happens to Sheila and Louise by the end of the book. This is the title page of the book, Sheila Ray, the Brave, by author Kevin Henkes. If Kevin Henkes is the author, that means he wrote the words. This is the dedication page. Mr. Henkes wrote this book for Gretchen. Sheila Ray wasn't afraid of anything. What is Sheila doing in this picture? She's kissing a spider. Would you do that? Who is this? What does her face help you think that she is feeling? She wasn't afraid of the dark. Sheila's just sleeping away in the dark. Here's her sister Louise. She says, "Are you sleeping, Sheila Ray?" But what does she need to have with her? She wasn't afraid of thunder and lightning. Look at Louise. How do you think she feels about thunder and lightning? And she wasn't afraid of the big black dog at the end of the block. What is Sheila Ray doing when Louise's teddy bear gets stolen by the big black dog? Would you do that? It sure does look like Sheila Ray is brave. At dinner, Sheila Ray made believe that the cherries in her fruit cocktail were the eyes of dead bears, and she ate 5 of them. Does her dad look like he thinks that's funny? How does her little sister Louise look like she's feeling when Sheila Ray pretends those are eyes? At school, Sheila Ray giggled when the principal walked by. And when her classmate Wendell stole her jump rope during recess, Sheila Ray tied him up until the bell rang. "I am very brave," Sheila Ray said, patting herself on the back. Does it make you brave if you tie someone up? I don't think Sheila Ray should have done that. Sheila Ray stepped on every crack in the sidewalk without fear. Have you ever heard the rhyme? Step on a crack and you'll break your mother's back. Have you ever known anyone that wouldn't step on the cracks of the sidewalk? Look at Sheila Ray's little sister Louise. Is she stepping on the cracks? When her sister Louise said there was a monster in the closet, Sheila Ray attacked it. If you saw a monster in the closet, what would you do? I think I would run away instead of attacking it. And she rode her bicycle no-handed, with her eyes closed. Yay, yay, Sheila Ray, her friends yelled, clapping their hands. One day, Sheila Ray decided to walk home from school a new way. Louise was afraid to. You're too brave for me, Louise said. Do you think Sheila Ray's going to walk home the old way, or do you think she's still going to go the new way? You're always such a scaredy cat, Sheila Ray called. Am not, whispered Louise. What do you think Louise will do when Sheila Ray walks home the new way? Let's find out. Sheila Ray started off skipping. I am brave, she sang. I am fearless. What is Louise doing while Sheila Ray goes the new way? She stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. What is Louise doing while Sheila Ray goes the new way? Do you think Sheila Ray can see Louise? She growled at stray dogs and bared her teeth at stray cats. And who's following without Sheila Ray knowing? And she pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She climbed up them and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. If you thought the tree was an evil creature, would you want to get that close to it? Do you think she knows Louise is following and watching? Sheila Ray walked and walked. She turned corners. She crossed streets. Do you think Sheila Ray is supposed to be crossing streets by herself? It suddenly occurred to Sheila Ray that nothing looked familiar. If you're somewhere where nothing looks familiar, what has happened? Sheila Ray heard frightening noises. They sounded worse than thunder. Look at Sheila Ray's face now. Look at her eyes and how she's holding her hands. How do you think the character is feeling now? Is she still feeling brave? Does she have any fears? And who's watching the whole time, following behind? She thought horrible thoughts. They were worse than anything she had ever imagined. I am brave, Sheila Ray tried to convince herself. I am fearless. Do you think she's feeling brave and fearless now? The sounds became more frightening. The thoughts became more horrible. Sheila Ray sat down on a rock and cried. "Help!" she sniffed. Who do you think's going to come and help her? She thought of her mother and her father and Louise. "Mother, Father, Louise," she cried. What do you think Louise will do, who's been following her the whole time? You remember how scared Louise always is? How will she help? "Here I am," a voice said. Whose voice was it? Louise! Sheila Ray hugged her sister. "We're lost," Sheila Ray said. "No, we're not," said Louise. "I know the way home. Follow me." Since Sheila Ray is always so brave and Louise is always so scared, do you think Sheila Ray will follow her little sister? Louise stepped on every crack. Is that how Louise usually acts? She walked backwards with her eyes closed. How is Louise acting now, even though these things usually scare her? She growled at stray dogs and bared her teeth at stray cats. And what is Sheila Ray doing while she watches her little sister act the way she usually does? And she pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She jumped up and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. Sheila Ray walked quietly behind her. They walked and walked. They crossed streets, but this time they did it together. They turned corners. Soon, their house could be seen between the trees. Sheila Ray grabbed Louise and dashed up the street. Now who's feeling brave again? When they reached their own yard and the gate was closed behind them, Sheila Ray said, "Louise, you are brave. You are fearless." "We both are," said Louise, and they walked backwards into the house with their eyes closed. Just because something scares you, does that mean you're not brave? No. Brave means doing things even when they scare you a little bit. At the beginning of this story, Louise was scared of everything. But by the end, she learned to do even the things that made her nervous. I hope that you will be brave and learn to do things even when they're a little bit scary as well. And I hope you'll read other books by the author Kevin Henkes.